The Quantum Group USA, LLC in California, DBA Quantum Distribution and Insurance Services. Advisors are responsible for following all insurance, DOL, FINRA, SEC, broker-dealer, and compliance officer approval requirements prior to distributing this information to clients. Well, you've heard the sound, the howling wolf. That means it's time for another Wolf on the Street podcast. And he actually does the sound effect in that song, by the way, Deep Purple.
That is me.
So today we talk to you, our beloved advisors, about things going on at Quantum, how we support your practice, how we help grow your business. We talk about product, we talk about marketing, we talk about a lot of things. I guess we should talk about, where do you want to start? Because these are your folks.
Oh man, we got a big one today, I think, Scotty.
Yeah.
And this is something on top of product, right, guys? At the end of the day, product, very important. Always want to put your clients in the best possible outcome for income, legacy, accumulation, tax deferral, whatever that is. Mm-hmm. The number one question that I get asked, you've given me an incredible marketing department. My branding has never been better. My website has never looked better. Right. I'm getting noticed on social media, Scotty, but at the end of the day, it all revolves back around to the growth component. Mm-hmm. What can Quantum do? How can Quantum continue to build your book of business and build your brand? So, Scotty, I think, and I know everybody listening today, I think that's the place where we need to start.
That's a good starting point. As the client acquisition team over here, me and Maddie,
love that. Love when you say that.
Rest of the creative team. So, for a long time, we have been dealing. Obviously, we do radio shows. We're doing a lot of live event. We're doing a lot of referral training, right? And
Bingo.
I love referral training. That's probably the easiest kind of client acquisition strategy ever. But there's been a trend lately. The one thing that we hate is the word leads.
Yes.
Because I think we all agree leads suck. It just means that, unless you're really built for chasing all the time, it's probably going to be a struggle. And you end up talking to a lot of people who are unqualified. You may shell out a lot of money. Yep. And it ends up being, just this treadmill that you're on. And recently what we've uncovered is partnerships, 4 different strategies and programs. 2 on the annuity-only side or the insurance side, and then 2 on the asset side. And what these companies do is something fairly unique.
Very.
They solve a lot of the problems, the time and money that you spend on client acquisition. This is interesting too, and we uncovered some data recently, and we're talking about the average advisory firm. They will spend, depending on the size of the firm and how they approach this problem, anywhere from $3,500 to $15,000 to acquire a client.
Can we pause there for a minute?
Yeah.
$3,500 per client.
That's on the low
data.
end.
That's on the low end. Mm-hmm. That is data.
That's a company. That is a firm that has a really dialed-in process and a really strong referrals process as well. If you're spending a lot of money right now on digital and like doing seminars, for example, which we love both, that number can go up to $15,000.
I mean, again, guys, I love everybody listening on here. How many of you, show of hands, I won't be able to see, have spent $15,000 acquiring one client? Okay, what Scott and team are very good at doing is helping to obviously lower that cost with our valuable referral training, some of the best in the business. But today, what I know you're getting into is how can we get you in front of qualified people, right? And to help keep that cost very minimal, Scotty, to the advisor.
Yeah, and part of the cost that you're spending is, number one, you're spending a lot of time wasting time with unqualified people. Not that we don't want to help people, but you're wasting a lot of time with people who aren't a fit for your practice. You're also spending a lot of money on no-shows for things, if it's a lead or even an appointment. So what we've been able to develop is 4 different programs. They're all very similar, but what they do is they set qualified appointments on your calendar. When I say qualified, It means we know what their assets are and what their liquid assets are. There is
Bingo.
no doubt they are qualified. They are scheduled on your calendar. And here's the beauty too, you do not pay for no-shows. So a typical campaign for all of these strategies is maybe 4 months and 10 appointments a month. But these people will likely have $1 million plus. They will have a need. If they're on one of the insurance sides, they've already been educated on annuities, and they want to talk about that product. On the asset side,
where do I sign up for that, Scotty? Where do I sign up?
You don't know, it's free to you. You're Wolfe on the street. But we're trying to solve a problem. Now, we're now just distancing ourselves from companies that sell leads because, again, that just wastes a lot of your time, effort, and money. But every time, I mean, and you and I have had this conversation so many times with advisors, they say, if you put a qualified person in front of me, I'll bring them in as a client. This is your chance to actually prove that.
Bingo.
We're going to do that for you. Now, I think we want to also talk about this is not an inexpensive strategy, but compared to what you may be spending right now to acquire a client, it may save you time and it may save you an enormous amount of money.
Yeah, again, Scotty, it's to your point, everybody hates the word lead, right? Lead is never a good thing in theory. But if we can shift that mentality, right? We have had some programs where, again, haven't been completely unsuccessful, but we've had some programs where, $20 to $40. How many of those are working? How many of you are doing social media, Facebook ads? Are they working? If you're being honest with yourself, I think you would agree that 9 times out of 10, they do not, okay? So again, what Scotty and I are referencing today is we've vetted them. We have done a lot of the heavy lift. We have sat on the conversations. We understand the criteria, how these companies are getting the information. Are they valuable? Are you getting thrown into the mix with 10 other advisors, and this person is now going to go get blown up on 10 advisors, 10 phone calls? Good luck getting that person right in your Rolodex. Yeah. So again, guys, I am not saying that these are the most expensive leads that you ever bought in your life, but I can guarantee you they are not your $20 to $40 leads that you maybe have seen in the past. So we are very serious about that because, again, the last thing we want to do is waste our own time and waste your guys' time in the field. And with that being said, Scotty, there's tiers to these programs, right? No, so, okay, let's say you got X amount of dollars per month, or, it's been a tough month. Maybe I dial that back a little bit. I mean, there's tiers in a lot of these programs with assets, how many meetings, right? Sure. Similar to how we are very custom in our marketing approach at Quantum, I mean, these lead programs can be very custom to the advisor as well. And
I'm going to say, too, they're not for everybody.
Yep.
I'll tell you that, unless you want qualified appointments on your calendar. Again, and I would compare the cost. Let's say if you're somebody who's done a dinner seminar before,
this is
or
great.
even a workshop.
I love this analogy.
For the cost of what you would typically spend to do a dinner seminar once a month, that's probably similar to the cost you would be paying to get 10 qualified appointments on your calendar. Yep. You do not have to pay for no-shows. So you're going to pay for 10 appointments.
Guaranteed.
You're going to have 10 conversations with people.
Yep.
And that can go on for 4 months or 12 months, but the average is about 10 to 15 appointments per month. These people will be qualified. The qualification process for a lot of these companies it's a gauntlet, really. And one in particular, they have to watch a 30-minute video.
Yep.
They cannot skip it. They have to answer about 30 minutes worth of questions. They can't skip any of the questions either before they even get to the point where they are essentially an appointment, and then a live person is actually locking them down, verifying everything, and then getting them on the calendar, and then they do a lot of the nurturing leading up to the appointment. And so what we're trying to say is, this is a long time coming. We don't have a lot of $20 to $40 lead programs, but we have a lot of programs, in one sense, that can work, where the conversion rate's like 3 to 5%. Smart Asset is one of those where they have been honest with me and said, if you're good, it's 5%.
Which you all are great.
Yeah.
You all are great.
That's one client out of 20, conversations, provided you have them, and then they're sharing it with, 2 or 3 other people. And that's, again, that can work for some people, but this is designed here to spare your time. to have 10 qualified appointments, you have to talk to a lot of people typically before you get to those 10. We're just going to eliminate all that, and you are finally going to get what you pay for. And the conversion rates that we're seeing now, instead of 5% or even 3% for some of these, is now feeling more like 20 to 30%. And we have some people clipping at 50% more.
Right.
And just from an annuity perspective, again, everybody typically in a lot of these tiers, there's 500 to $1 million, then $1 million plus, and it goes on from there. But most people are in that $1 million plus category. Average annuity case is 500,000.
Yep.
Average asset level is probably 1.5 million.
Yep.
And and we're seeing a lot more money out there too. So again, what we're trying to do is simplify the timeline, simplify the cost structure, and also spare you the amount of time you would have to do on your own to generate this kind of conversation.
Yeah, I think a big thing too, Scotty, right, is in conjunction to, right? If you are doing radio, which radio is still red hot, Scotty.
Oh, yeah,
we're still
no
still getting calls every week. If you're doing some TV, if you are doing live events, seminars, workshops, guys, this is in conjunction to that. I'm not saying shut this funnel off to start this one. The advisors that want to make it and the advisors that want to grow, they understand you need to invest in your business. You invest time every single day, all day. Are you investing your time in the right ways? Okay, this is what Scotty's talking about. Are we potentially wasting time with people that are not qualified? If I'm telling you I can get you in front of 10 people this month who have a minimum of $1 million in assets, are you kidding me? Like who wouldn't say no to that? So again, I'm not saying shut this funnel off and go here. What I'm saying is start looking to make that megaphone louder. I love that you talk about that, Scotty, is make your megaphone louder. Do not quit radio, do not quit TV. Start adding this into your process. You guys are busy, I get that. You're not too busy to add 10 appointments to your calendar each month. That's 2 appointments a week, Scotty.
Well, and you've got, you might be in this position too. We work with a lot of advisors, say for example, who do a lot of events, maybe for a month. Well, that's their capacity. But they're still looking to scale, and in order to scale, sometimes you have to hire somebody just like you, which is very difficult. If no more events are possible, but you want to scale, here's a way where you can add on to that, as you said. Keep the primary funnel. I mean, events are great. That is the quickest way in most cases between that and radio to get in front of a qualified person. But now you have another way where you don't have to commit the time. You don't. All you're doing is just paying for an appointment on your calendar. So it's a nice companion campaign.
Bingo.
A strategy that allows you theoretically to double your business, without having to spend more time.
Crazy. And I think this is a great transition, Scotty, to kind of this last part of the show today. Something I cannot wrap my head around. People who are not putting the referral process into the mix. I've heard you preach that since I've started at Quantum 6 years ago. I have had countless advisors come out to Scottsdale and watch the man himself, Dan Allison, in our referral training. And everybody I talk to, it's the greatest thing they've ever seen. Half of them haven't implemented it when they go home. I just want to shake these people. I mean, it's the easiest way to get in front of new business. Guys, your clients are with you for a reason. They like you. They love you. They love what you've done for them. Don't you think their friends and family would also love the same help that you have given those folks? Right? So, again, great transition. We have another Dan Allison event coming up here in October. And I forgot my cheat sheet today. Guys, our list of events is so damn long, it had to go to the next page. We've got Wade Pfau. Yes, Wade Pfau coming to Scottsdale in September. If I have not talked to you, or if you have not heard of this, you need to call me. This is groundbreaking information. This is a white paper that Wade, one of the smartest guys in retirement research, PhD, Professor Emeritus, if you have not seen this white paper that he has built exclusively for Quantum and our advisors, you are totally missing the boat. I've got that event in September. We've got Dan Allison in October. We're already planning the one and only waste management in February. We've got New York trips. We're going to San Diego next week. I mean, for for the advisors listening and on this show, I truly do care and love you guys. But if you are not immersing yourself in quantum, I take it upon myself to make sure I am getting you to all these events. But I ask the same from you guys. If you are hungry and you want to grow your business, you have to call me. You have to see what is going on with quantum. This train is moving.
Right.
This train is moving right now, and I do not want you guys to get left behind. This studio, Scotty, this studio, I've got advisors who still have not utilized this yet.
Come to Scottsdale.
I mean, again, I know it is like literally you could crack an egg on your car and have some breakfast, these last couple weeks. But that is only for a short period of time. Air conditioning is fine. I still have advisors who have not used this studio yet.
Right, and this is something, again, we place high value on. It's part of our branding, It's we can put you in a national news setting with retirementnewsonline.com. Content directly to your prospects and clients, social media stuff. We're podcasting, we're managing podcasts, and now about 30 radio shows around the country. All this is available to you, and we don't just ask you to come in here and figure it out for yourself.
Yeah.
We do have a strategy here. Come on in, and most of your time is going to be spent in about a couple of hours. You'll create an enormous amount of content that we will leverage on your behalf. This isn't going to be your Super Bowl commercial that we're going to give to you so you show it to your family. This is going to be multi-channel. It's going to be in social. It's going to be in your emails, and it's going to be on your website. And the idea is, and we can, again, this is like beating a dead horse, but our view of branding is to make sure, as we said, the megaphone is louder. When somebody looks for you, they're not just finding a website that needs some work on, in position 4 or 5 on page 1. We want to make sure that a website is together, it's comprehensive, it's coherent, and it's consistent in message about who your clients are, and then all your social media accounts and business accounts that we manage and create all the content for, then all this video content. So we're taking up the first 6 or 7 positions on page 1. What we want to do is eliminate one potential issue. So let's say somebody doesn't show up for an appointment, right? Or somebody doesn't come in for number 2. We want to eliminate the possibility that it's because they could not find you online and
Bingo.
relevant, consistent, compelling content that enhances your credibility. Make sure that that is not an issue. And then, again, the studio is yours. It's just a matter of talking to AJ here. Mm-hmm. Get out here. We'll do a plan around that. We have a conversation ahead of time. We write some of this stuff for you. But again, this is at your disposal. And I mean, even if you don't have a TV show, we can make it look like you do.
Yeah.
And
how much does that cost them?
Let me see. Nothing.
Nothing.
0.
Again, guys, beating dead horses, the expression, but I'm telling you right now, if you haven't used it, you got to get here. I think, Scotty, just to wrap up too, it's you guys have heard me probably in the last few months talking about this quantum, 1 of 5, right? 1 of 5. There's 300 plus quantums in the industry where 1 of 5 have access to all products under the sun. That's important. You guys are fiduciaries. You need to have access to best in class. Mm-hmm. Quantum has it. Marketing. You guys are up to 20 plus people. 20 plus. I know I talk to advisors. Oh, we have a marketing team in-house. Marketing team consists of 1 individual. How about plugging that 1 individual with the 20 fantastic folks over here at Quantum? Let's put our brain children together, and everybody's working towards the same goal. So I got product, I got marketing. AJ, help me sell, help me close. Like, guys, ask. Like, that's not a bad thing. We're not going to view you as terrible people if you're having trouble closing, because guess what? You guys have heard me talking about wealth building cornerstones. It's been around for 20 years. Thousands of advisors across the country are using this software, who, again, is going to be exclusive to Quantum. You will now get access to it at, again, no cost. Mm-hmm. So you've got the product, you've got the marketing, you've got the tool to sell it. Guys, let's go. Let's get excited. We still got 4 months left of the year. And now is the go time. Summer is done. The kids are back in school. Mom, I'm sure, is thinking, thank God. You guys can get back into the mix on rocking and rolling on the insurance as well as the AUM.
Well, thank you again to our video and audio production staff, Tasia and Kat, who are waving at us now to shut the hell up and wrap this thing up. So anyway, thanks for watching. And again, I think you have your marching orders. Let's ask about these programs, find out if they're a fit for you. One way to do that is reach out to AJ right here, and we'll see you next month.
All right.